I found that thing, and then I went to use it the other day, and where you turn your fingers on the thing, half of it was gone. So when I would turn it over, the whole jaw would open up, and I thought, now I know why this ragged pile of junk was laying up there. What I figure I'll do is I'll just lay it somewhere else, maybe out to the landfill, and somebody will find it, and they'll be excited, won't they? It'll bring joy to somebody else's life.
Let's take that downtown for bait.
Yeah. I can use it for an anchor on the boat. Yeah. It's a big one. I found a pipe wrench like that and cleaned it up. But then, the jaws wear out on them old pipe wrenches. But I cleaned it up and painted it. And the worst thing I ever done was I had a sledgehammer. I kept breaking the handle out. We would do stuff and break the handle. And I said, being the genius I am, I found me a slate bar. Put in there and welded it.
Okay.
And man alive, when you use that thing, it jar your teeth, it jar your shoulders. That wasn't very smart. It wasn't a good thing. I lost it and didn't regret it at all. I don't know where it went. But it's good to be able to keep that stuff.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I've been accused of being thrifty too, and that all stems from, when you're growing up and people bought furniture back then thinking it was a lifetime investment, and that's the way I always was. I bought a tool, I think, well, I'm going to have this till I die.
Right.
And I take care of my tools, and then when, Craftsman or Snap-on, any of them companies, they replace a tool when it breaks,
right.
So I'd make sure I buy that kind of tool so I get it replaced, And so, like I said, I've got tools that I bought when I was in my teens.
I think it's the difference between a professional and an amateur. I'm an amateur, okay? I'm like everything I do like this is I'm not professional at all, okay? So, I watched you guys a while back when we was doing something. You jerked the carburetor off and started taking it apart, and I said, I have to go over and ask that parts man, do you have a carburetor?
Yeah.
Okay, because I started pulling jets out and looking at them. What is this jet? What is that jet? And I'm thinking, I don't. Yeah. My son-in-law, Andrew, he's very smart. He's a genius, really. But he takes stuff apart. He built his own AR-15 out of parts. Just stuff like that. Everything he does stuff like he took a golf cart and like a $300 golf cart sitting in the field, and it do 45 mile an hour now. Okay, he just Bluetooth and rebuilt the whole frame and jacked it off the ground. But he's like that with everything and the stuff that he does. One day we was at Myrtle Beach when we was living down there, and both of us had Harleys, and he just bought a new Harley. It wasn't a month old, and I went down in the parking garage and he had took apart, had the windshield laid off and everything laid out there, and he was putting a new radio antenna inside of the fairing. And I said, well, I'd have to call Harley and tell them to bring me a motorcycle. I said, because I'd never get that back together.
It kills me to have to pay somebody else to fix my stuff, you know. And we got a Harley right now, and when I bought it, I didn't realize I had a problem till after I got it.
Right.
And I ended up, spending about $1,700-1,800 to have the Harley dealer fix it, and it was like